Okay, so here it is. Season 34, War 3, Death Roll. So I had a 162 deathless streak, and it was broken in some really interesting ways. And so I just wanted to show these fights because I will say this. They were some really, really terrible deaths, and I played very poorly. But two things. The first is that I take this game very seriously, and I want to obviously do as well as I possibly can. But with that comes the fact that this is a game, and as I get whacked, and because it's a game, I just want to have fun, and if that means just trying to make light of me dying a crap ton in really pathetic ways, then I'm gonna do that because that's one of the ways that I have fun is to mess around when people die, and that includes myself obviously. And so we're gonna have a lovely little death roll, and as I get my face pummeled by this abomination as I'm talking over it, I just wanted to kind of break it down a little bit and have a little bit of fun. So I'm going to be slowing down all the worst parts only, because who cares about the good parts, the intercepts, the special attacks, the dexes. What we're here for is to watch me get hit in the face, and there will be lots of that. So this fight is over and I didn't die, but here's how I almost did. So we combo, we go for a dash back intercept with a light attack, which whiffs. He waits half a second, then combos us for 10k, 25,000 damage. Next, we have the special 2, which admittedly this is actually an input. I was trying to dash back again, and it inputted a block for me, which is a bug that happens later on as well. But we take 2, and we try to dash back, but we're locked in the block, and so we end up taking what has got to be like 20,000 damage on that special attack, including block damage. But we actually end up finishing the fight. Here we have a tiger fight. We get a little bit of this is the full speed one. We're gonna have the fun version a little bit, but I forgot about the battery warning again, of course. But this is the one that I died to, so there's that. Definitely not good. Okay, so I mean, this is just a lovely fight, so you're about to see some interesting times, but yeah, we're gonna go into a little bit more of this later. But as you can see, even if you know nothing about this fight, you would know that this is not how you're supposed to do it. In any way, so there's that. We are just barely alive, and yeah, definitely not a good time, and a death. So let's go back and look at that one. We have this right here, which is a failed dash back. That one, I had a lot of bugs in the fight. That one was not one of them. We get caught in a dash back, cornered. Special 2, we dex 1 hit. Boom, we block a second hit. We're ready for this. This should be dexed in 2 dexes. I try to dex it in 1, which means that even though I time it pretty much perfectly, the second hit still clips me. And ta-da! I get clipped by the special 2 in the face multiple times. I then block. I see the heavy. I dash both dexes in 1. There were dexes I'm scared, and I'm not ready for the third one. I don't have time because I panicked. And speaking of panicking, I dash back and throw the special 2 into her block. So that's a good one. For sure, definitely not what I was planning to do. And then we also have me blocking, getting caught in a block that I was not trying to do. So here we have Hercules to finish up this tiger fight. In theory, if you see my war video, you know that's not exactly what happens. Spoiler alert. So we get the special one off. We're looking good. We do have 4 buffs, so we want to try to drain her power before she can get Mystic Dispersion from those. We're just tapping her to try to get space and keep space. We don't want to get cornered. And she won't throw it. And she isn't really seeming all that happy to throw it, so I dash back. And then she throws it, hits me on the dash back, and my health bar ceases to exist. So if we look at this really quick, I dash back, boom, 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 and she's just kicking my life away. Getting chunked down, and yeah.